Welcome to This is Getting Old, Moving Towards an Age-Friendly World. I'm your host, Melissa Batchelor, and today we're going to be talking about Alzheimer's disease and marriage. And sometimes in life, married couples, one person may begin to experience some memory issues, and you can check out my other episodes on how to recognize memory problems as well as how to talk to a loved one that you think is having a memory problem. But typically, this is going to change the dynamics of the marriage itself, because the person who's experiencing the memory loss is not going to be able to function in the way that they used to. And sometimes as we age, as long as one person in the couple kind of retains their cognitive ability, and the other person can still get around, we call this splinting. And that's really where we take the person living with the memory problem, has someone else that they can kind of direct to do things for them. So a lot of times I've had family members talk to me, and really they're struggling with their spouse, and what's happening is the person maybe is repeating themselves a lot, or maybe they're stuck on a certain story that they're telling. And the best way to handle that as a caregiver is just to kind of let them tell that story, but listen for the underlying emotion. So if someone's saying to you, like, I want to go home, I want to go home, a lot of times that's driven by either anxiety or some type of fear. And rather than getting frustrated with them telling you the same thing over and over again, the way you respond to that is to say, you seem to me like you're nervous, or are you scared of something? And it helps them really focus on the underlying emotion rather than what's being said. Because a lot of times what's being said isn't really the intent, it's just a repetitive verbalization. And so the best way to handle that is to just, help them through identifying the emotion so that you can give them a hug or comfort them in some way to address that underlying emotional need. Thank you for tuning in to This is Getting Old, Moving Towards an Age-Friendly World. I'm your host, Melissa Batchelor, and if you'd like to learn more, you can check out my other episodes on my YouTube channel by subscribing and ringing the bell to get immediate notifications when new content comes out. In addition, you can also find the audio version of the podcast on Amazon Music, Spotify, iTunes, and Stitcher. Please feel free to leave an honest review, because more reviews mean more awareness of the podcast. If you have a comment or a question, you can visit my website, melissabphd.com. Go to the Contact Melissa tab, and you can leave me a voice message. You never know, I might just include your question or your comment in an upcoming episode.